Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope everyone is doing better than fantastic. Today I want to talk about something very important. Actually something that was brought up in the comments section in my last video. And that is the Narcissists Long Con. There was a mention of a narcissist taking many years to reveal who they are and let their mask drop. And someone else mentioned this as to being the Narcissists Long Con. Which is indeed correct. Now first, when discussing the Narcissists Long Con, or anything else regarding the patterns of a narcissist or narcissists, look. And I do mean look at every single aspect of life. Take a step back and see if you see a narcissistic pattern they don't want you to see. Hidden inside of a different pattern they do want you to see. The narcissists out there are masters. Masters at sleight of hand. And you can almost find it in nearly every area of life. From the romantic relationship to the heights of human society and beyond. So yes, look at it within regards to your own life. But also look at things beyond that if you would like to have a complete and more full view of what narcissists are really up to. Now, with that said, what is the Narcissists Long Con? Well, in simple terms, it's when the narcissist waits a long period of time for a variety of reasons before they show their target or targets who they really are, and what their real agenda is. The real question is why. Why does the narcissists in a personal setting, or narcissists in mass society settings, do this long con game? Well, first off, just like the fictional Terminator, the very real narcissist, at least the smart ones, are adapting human learning computers. And from an early age they are learning and learning what works and what doesn't. And they also are learning from their mistakes, and how they showed their hand too soon, and how it might have cost them power or narcissistic supply. So they might find supply they really don't care about, to take out their narcissistic behavior on, but never show, or at least for many years not show who they really are to the main person or people in their life. The skilled narcissist might not show anyone who they are, if the agenda or goal is serious enough. Again, they learn through growing up many things from their failures and mistakes. And through this process, they might become very ambitious. These might be the types that might work their way up in a church organization, hoping to undermine those that might have started the church and those that really care about the church. Or a local official that says initially they care about the people, and they do plenty of good deeds. But their goal once they have power is to slowly and covertly to do the opposite of their promises. Blaming scapegoats along the way in order to remain to be seen as someone that cares about others. And it can be someone you date romantically and marry. And as mentioned in the comment section, some people never see the narcissistic side of the narcissist in certain instances, as it might not be to the narcissist's advantage to reveal who they really are. You see, narcissists oftentimes get supply from fooling others, getting others to believe their lies and going along in their fantasy life movie style script. And some narcissists, depending on their upbringing, might enjoy this fooling others as a main part of the type of supply they seek, whereas others use it as a tool to get as far as they can in order to get control over you and your finances, property, so forth and so on. And then they will show who they are, once they have you right where they want you and they are taking your life savings. Again, this can happen in many areas of life, from the small to the big, from the bottom to the top. Now, why is all of this important? Self-protection. You see, the narcissist doesn't want you to have the ability to protect yourself. Be very wary of anyone that tells you that you don't need to protect yourself. This would be much like signing a business contract or going into an official business where you have no legal or financial protection. Yet, this other person you are signing with has all the protection in the world. You are constantly hearing in many areas of life. Why would you need to protect yourself? Well, because there are people with bad motives that oftentimes pretend to have good motives. And having self-protection not only might deter someone like this, but if you get entangled, you might have a way to get out and back to safety. This is why you are seeing such a sharp drop in legal marriages and birth rates. Because if you sign on the dotted line with the wrong person, your life can be in many cases ruined. Where for the most part those such as the lawyers and judges comes out the winner. And the narcissist spouse appears to come out the winner as well. I say appears, because oftentimes the lawyers get way more of a financial payoff than the narcissist spouse. Now, with that in mind, are there fair-minded, decent people that you can share a life with? Yes. Yes, there is. But make sure you always have an out. No, you don't have to be paranoid about things. But just make sure you aren't leading with your emotions. But you can take a step back. Think about things. And make a good choice based on logic and rational thinking. And don't tip your hand. It's okay to not share all of your self-protection ways and strategies with those you are dealing with. Now, can a narcissist hang on even with someone that seems to have it all together in this regard? Yes. A narcissist can hang on for 50 years with someone for their very warped and strange reasons. But if you have these boundaries in place, for instance, not putting their name on a house, or not getting a joint bank account, you will eliminate not all, but a great amount of covert narcissists from your personal dating life. Maybe 2 years in, when they think they have you, they might push for something like this. And when they find out they aren't getting anywhere, they might start to plan their exit. It might not be right away. It might even be several years later. But that might be the moment they know it's time for them to leave. Because you are too smart and too much work to deal with long term. And the same goes for most areas of life. Boundaries aren't foolproof by any stretch. Because narcissists live to figure out how to get one over on other people. They literally live for this kind of thing. So no matter how good your boundaries are, a narcissist might slip through the cracks. But have an out, and don't feel bad for having an out. Don't feel bad for not bringing someone new around certain people in your life right away because you want to take your time to vet them. Take your time. Take a step back. And look around. You see, if most people in the world knew how to step back and just look and see what is going on around them, they would start to see the many scams run on them by one narcissist after the next. And they too might start to develop boundaries. With that said, the outs you create for yourself make all the difference in the world on how fast you can get back up to speed with living your life after the narcissist has attempted to ruin it. So please, protect yourself. Quite simply, because you are worth it. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.